I have practiced medicine for more than half a century. During those decades, I watched thousands of people take their final breath. I signed their death certificates. I stood beside hospital beds in the quiet hours when families realized time was running out. And after seeing so many lives end, I discovered something disturbing. Most of them did not die when they had to. They died earlier because of habits they repeated every single day. Patterns that slowly drained their health, until one day their bodies simply could not continue. After more than 50 years of observing patients, 5 behaviors appeared again and again in the people who aged quickly and died too soon. And chances are, at least one of them is happening in your life right now. The first silent destroyer is sitting. Many people think exercise protects them from a sedentary life. They go for a walk in the morning or spend 30 minutes at the gym and feel safe. But the truth is very different. I watched patients who exercised regularly but still spent the rest of their day sitting at desks, watching television, or reading for hours without moving. Their bodies aged faster than those who simply stayed active throughout the day. When you remain seated for long periods, circulation slows down. Blood begins pooling in your lower body. Your lymphatic system, which depends on movement to clear waste, becomes sluggish. Muscles begin weakening, and your metabolism slows. Over time, this creates a chain reaction that damages the heart, the brain, and nearly every system in your body. Movement does not have to be intense. It simply has to be frequent. Standing up, walking around the house, stretching your legs, or doing small tasks every hour keeps your internal systems working the way they were designed to. The human body was never built to remain still for most of the day. The second hidden danger is poor sleep. For years, many people proudly claim they only need 5 or 6 hours of sleep. They see it as a sign of productivity or toughness. But the brain does not see it that way. While you sleep, your brain performs essential maintenance. It clears out metabolic waste and harmful proteins that accumulate during the day. This process protects memory, cognition, and long-term brain health. When sleep is shortened or constantly interrupted, that cleaning process never finishes. Night after night, toxins remain inside the brain. Over time, this accelerates memory decline, reduces focus, and increases the risk of serious neurological problems later in life. Even more damaging than short sleep is fragmented sleep. If your night is filled with repeated awakenings, your brain cannot enter the deep restorative stages where repair truly happens. You may spend 8 hours in bed, yet still wake up exhausted because the brain never completed its work. True rest is not just about time in bed. It is about uninterrupted, deep recovery. The third factor that quietly shortens lives is loneliness. Many people underestimate its power. They see it as an emotional issue rather than a physical one. But isolation places the body under constant stress. When people feel disconnected from others, stress hormones remain elevated. The immune system weakens. Inflammation rises throughout the body. Over months and years, this chronic stress begins to damage organs, weaken resilience, and accelerate aging. I have seen patients with serious illnesses live surprisingly long lives because they had strong relationships and meaningful conversations every day. And I have seen otherwise healthy individuals decline rapidly because they lived in silence and isolation. Human beings are not meant to live alone for long stretches of time. Connection is not a luxury. It is biological protection. The fourth pattern involves diet. As the body ages, metabolism changes in ways many people do not expect. Foods that were once harmless begin creating problems. After about 60 years of age, the body becomes less efficient at handling large amounts of processed carbohydrates and sugar. Blood sugar rises more easily, inflammation increases, and energy levels fluctuate. Meals that rely heavily on refined grains, sugary foods, and highly processed products slowly push the body toward metabolic imbalance. On the other hand, diets focused on vegetables, quality proteins, healthy fats, and minimally processed foods tend to support stable energy, lower inflammation, and stronger overall health. Small adjustments in daily nutrition can create dramatic changes over time. The final habit that quietly damages health is constant worry. This one is often overlooked because it hides inside everyday thoughts. Many people spend hours each day thinking about problems they cannot control. Finances, family issues, global events, uncertain futures. But the body responds to these thoughts as if danger is always present. Stress hormones remain elevated. Sleep becomes lighter and less restorative. The immune system weakens. Over the years, this constant internal tension places enormous pressure on the heart, brain, and nervous system. It's a survival strategy. You don't need overnight transformation. Start with one improvement.